Ali Abdaal is a British doctor turned influencer and one of the most recognizable doctors on YouTube. Born on 11 May 1994 in Karachi, Pakistan, his family moved to the United Kingdom for study purposes. After studying medicine for 6 years at Cambridge University, he graduated in the year 2012 and started working at NHS Foundation Trust. In 2013, he founded SixMed, where he sells paid courses for medical students who are preparing for college exams. He entered the world of YouTube in 2016, where he made vlogs sharing his experience in medical school and life as a junior doctor. 18 months later, his channel grew to 100,000 subscribers and he began earning as much as his day job. Fast forward a couple of years and he is now a millionaire YouTuber and has since left the medical field. In 2021 alone, he made around $4.8 million from his multiple streams of income from Twitch to his podcast, YouTube. He is by far a very successful YouTuber on the platform and has several videos giving tips on how to set up passive income streams or detailing how he created multiple sources of wealth. He is not the only YouTuber that does this. Thousands of YouTubers from Graham Stephan to Greg Gottfried have at some point talked about how they make money out of side hustles. Side hustles have now become the order of the day. Both online and offline, everyone seems to preach the gospel of side hustling and encourage people to diversify their income sources. But is there a problem with this wealth-growing strategy? Is there something they aren't telling you? The rise of side hustles. After the Second World War, the United States experienced a great boom in the economy. Employment rates were on the rise, with there being an increase in both white and blue-collar jobs. With those jobs came, usually, a stable source of income enough to live an average lifestyle. There was no need to work 2 or 3 jobs a day because you could get by working just one. Things have changed since then, however, and side jobs have now skyrocketed in popularity. What changed? Well, for starters, the minimum wage has remained stagnant for over a decade. In 2009, the federal minimum wage was set at $7.25 an hour and has remained constant ever since. What hasn't remained constant is inflation. Since 2009, the annual inflation rate in the United States has increased from 3.2% in 2011 to 4.7% in 2021. This presents a problem. The average wages are no longer adequate to pay for living expenses. Despite a fairly healthy economy and a strong labor market, many Americans still live paycheck to paycheck. According to a Bankrate survey, nearly half of working Americans have a side hustle. That is over 70 million people. The most common reason workers take on side jobs is to obtain additional disposable income. But there are other reasons such as financial security, to pay off loans, among others. Another reason for the recent boom in side jobs is job volatility. The probability of losing your job is a lot higher than it was in the past. By having multiple sources of income, you are less likely to be completely ruined should you lose your day job. The takeaway from all of this is that as a response to the ever-growing cost of living and the increased likelihood of losing jobs, people are taking more jobs to serve as insurance. So side hustles are a good thing, right? They help people keep a roof over their heads and live the extravagant lives they dream of. So what's the problem with that? The problem with side hustles isn't the fact that people are working more, it's the culture around it and the widespread narratives that are dangerous. Let's go over them. Wait here first. You're not the only one interested in side hustles and multiple streams of income. We are also click the like button if you want to help keep our hustle alive. The problem with side hustles. Side hustles are not a bad thing. They help some people lead decent lives and they help some others live more than average lives. The more jobs you work, the more money you stand to make, the more your streams of income. Side hustles have been promoted as the key to financial freedom, the way to live your dream life. Nobody becomes wealthy off their 9 to 5, they say, and billionaires like Elon Musk and Bill Gates are only proof of that statement. But side hustles have been romanticized to a ridiculous degree by modern society. Songs and books and videos promoting hustle culture are everywhere. Millions of YouTubers make videos on how to do this work or that job or how to set up multiple side hustles, giving tips with varying degrees of practicality and success. Start a business and start making money. Learn a skill and write a book about it, then make money off of royalties. Work as a freelancer on Fiverr and earn some extra cash. Create a website or make a YouTube video and watch as Google showers you with those sweet ad revenues. This advice sounds pretty promising, and the idea of starting a new business and making a ton of money seems so easy to get behind, but that is where the problem begins. A lot of the most outspoken supporters of hustle culture usually downplay or ignore the difficulties in juggling multiple jobs. With every ball you add to the juggling pile, you have more work you need to do. Making royalties off of a book sounds great and all, but do you know how many hours and years it takes to write a book? An average book takes 6 months to write, and depending on the content, it can take years to research. Publishing a book is a whole other can of worms, a very pricey one at that. And when you add in the very high chance of not breaking even on your investments, you start to realize that it's not an easy task as often promoted. If we take a more hands-on hustle like freelancing, we face a similar problem. Freelancing platforms like Upwork and Fiverr are so saturated that the odds of getting jobs is abysmally low. Not only that, but unless you are very skilled in the work you are engaging in, you will struggle to get clients or good reviews. And even if you somehow manage to get job offers, another limiting factor is time. You only have so many hours in a day. If you are putting in fewer hours, you will make less. And it's hard to put in more hours when you already have a day job you're struggling to keep. Few people ever succeed in building just one business sufficient to achieve financial freedom, let alone several. And if a side job starts to make as much or more as your day job, it makes more sense to double down on it and not slow down your progress by holding on to the day job. This is exactly what Ali Abdaal did. His other gigs were bringing in way more than his job as a doctor ever could. So in reality, no side hustle is easy to start, manage, or profit off. Each side job is just that, another job. Even if it is a hobby, you need to do a lot more work to make it a sustainable means of income. But you might be wondering, how do people do it? How do millionaires have so many streams of income? After all, Ali Abdaal has a YouTube channel, a website, a podcast, a training academy, and much more. To answer that, let's look at the inherent problem in trying to set up multiple income streams. The problem with multiple sources of income. The concept of having multiple sources of income ties in well with that of multiple side hustles. The former is achieved by the latter. Having multiple sources of income is another idea that sounds nice in theory, but proves difficult in practice. The job market is highly competitive. Even the entrepreneurial front is a race to the top. Business has become highly specialized and now requires specialized skills to employ it properly. Anyone can start a delivery business, but few people have the skills and finances to be Amazon. If you are not extremely good at that business or that job or that side job, you cannot make a sustainable income out of it. Setting up and trying to manage multiple sources of income that are oftentimes vastly different from each other is counterproductive in our current business climate. Not only that, but there is also the single universal barrier that is time. The reality is that our days are limited. There is only so much time in our lives for us to try and grow 7 businesses while trying to spend time with family and work on our health and religion and relationships and so much more. What is the point of starting 6 different businesses that you might never live to see grow? How to go about creating multiple income streams. Financial success often comes from focusing on one thing. For Bill Gates, it was Microsoft. For Elon Musk, it was Tesla. Working multiple jobs puts demand on your limited time and energy. In the end, something will suffer, the businesses or yourself. The wrong way to build wealth is by putting your hand in several pies at once. Buying stocks and buying real estate and launching a business in the span of a few months isn't the best strategy. It's not smart to take on risks recklessly in different fields without adequate preparation or knowledge. And making multiple jobs that are in no way related to each other has the disadvantage of not being able to transfer acquired experience from one to the other. Ali Abdaal didn't become a millionaire by juggling medicine with weekend lawn mowing and building rental apartments. Instead, he focused on YouTube and then made natural tangents off of it when the time and opportunity arrived. He has a podcast where he discusses topics similar to his YouTube channel. He has Skillshare courses that are essentially paid extensions to his YouTube videos. He streams on Twitch because he has already developed a following across his social media platforms. And he's not doing it alone. He has a team behind him that helps him run things smoothly. The bottom line is, instead of working multiple unrelated jobs and earning measly income as a result, try focusing on one job. A hustling cook might not earn much, but the best cook in the world definitely will. And if you do wish to set up multiple income streams, make sure that you firstly focus on one primary stream, master it, systematize it so you can free up time, and then leverage the resources and knowledge and experience from that to create additional related streams. In the end, there is always something to lose when working multiple jobs. Whether time or happiness or financial investment, you will lose something. So whenever you think of starting another side job, think about what you are giving up in the process and ask yourself if it is worth it. Thank you for sparing these few minutes learning from our channel. We hope we've made you better. To learn more, skim through our recommended video section.